I thought the plus size mannequins were really cool. There's quite a lack of body diversity in athletic companies in terms of outerwear and equipment, and so this was a really great start to improving that barrier.
I think it was a wonderful move and a brave move on Nike's part. At the end of the day, Nike is a health and fitness brand. It's not a skinny or anyone under the size medium brand. And so the more that plus size people can see themselves in activewear and doing active things, I think is a great move.
When I looked at the mannequin, the body image that they portrayed, it wasn't, morbidly obese or anything like that. It was the average woman in America. And I think that's huge. I think that's a great step in the right direction because it's not encouraging obesity, but it's encouraging body positivity. And it's showing the woman that comes in there that doesn't have the model figure like, oh man, Nike got some cool stuff, some dope stuff for me. I can look great too.
Being someone who has worked in the fashion industry ever since, I could work a register, that I think that it has been a conversation already, and it's great that Nike is getting on board with being very body positive.
I think it was a way of starting a conversation, but maybe not necessarily the best way for them to introduce this into the fashion world. There are a lot of issues currently with representation in fashion, especially in athletic wear. I feel like it hasn't really been touched on. And I feel like they could have just released different types of lines featuring actual Live Plus models instead of just having mannequins in place at stores.
I think it's amazing though that you can walk into a store and feel represented and find things that instead of looking at this kind of fictionalized, created ideal, what you're supposed to look like, what an outfit should look like, now we have mannequins that are representing you. So you can better make a decision as a consumer and look at that and be like, hey, that's an outfit I would wear, or that's an outfit like I could pull off.
I actually thought it was very interesting when they introduced the plus size mannequins, specifically because it wasn't something that I hadn't seen before. And I thought it was almost jarring how people were so surprised by it, because in the places I shop, I see plus size mannequins all the time. I specifically go to places that I know will cater to plus size people. And seeing them in the Nike store, I was like, this is great because people are talking about it now.
I think Nike is a powerhouse company, and therefore them taking action is a big it's a positive influence for other companies to follow suit, and because they have such a big presence among the influencers as well, I think it was definitely a positive note for them to voice their opinions.
I do think it's a good thing considering that the health and fitness space is really dominated by these big brands by Nike and Adidas and Reebok, things like that, and so they have a lot more influence than we really perceive them to be.
People in different size bodies are asking for more representation, and so companies speaking out actually makes people want to shop there and give people their money.
Plus size people don't fit in any one box, and they, especially places like Nike who sponsor athletes, they have a job to do where they are directing it towards all of the people that will wear their clothes, because it's not just one kind of person.